Very good morning, dear students.
Good morning, ma'am.
Thank you for joining.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good
Very
morning,
good
ma'am.
morning. Very good morning. Very good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Mandeep, all set?
Yes, ma'am.
मैंने कहा सब ठीक है, all set?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all the best.
Thank you, ma'am.
Hello, Vibha. Are you there?
यस मैम।
विभा स्पीकर का ध्यान रखना जब वो ज्वाइन करते हैं.
हाँ जी मैम, मैं देख रही हूँ।
विभा,
यस मैम।
स्पीकर ने ज्वाइन
नहीं
किया?
नहीं मैम, अभी तो नहीं किया
आप
है।
कॉल कर लो उनसे और पूछो ज्वाइन करने के लिए.
हाँ ठीक है मैम, मैं बोलती हूँ।
Good morning, Vansh.
Good morning, ma'am.
All set for the activity?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all the best.
Thank you, ma'am.
Dear students, you can ask your friends to join through YouTube also.
भावना मैम,
Yes.
मैम सर हैज जॉइंड.
Okay, okay. Welcome, Satyajit sir. How are you? Welcome, sir. Welcome, sir. How are you? Hello, welcome, sir. I think, sir, you are mute. Kindly unmute yourself. Thank you, dear students, for joining. Thank you for your response. Wonderful. So you can request your friends to join through YouTube. Many of the students are waiting there. Just message in your groups. Vibha? Vibha? Mandeep?
Yes, ma'am.
Mandeep sir, I think कोई प्रॉब्लम आ रही है उनको, है ना?
Yes, ma'am. I think network issue है सर का.
हाँ.
नहीं मैम मैम मेरी बात हुई है ये सर को शायद हम ऑडिबल नहीं है, हमारे साइड से इशू आ रहा है
अच्छा.
उनको.
मैम नेटवर्क इशू होगा. ये सर को बोलो रीज्वाइन करें. वो बेटर
रीजॉइन
रहेगा.
करने को सर को रिक्वेस्ट करो.
हाँ आई टोल्ड हिम, तो उन्होंने किया है वापस से. मैंने हेडफोन भी उनको बोला है कि एक बार ही उतार के देखो, मे बी कभी होता है ना कनेक्टिविटी की वजह से.
बिकॉज हमारी तरफ
सत्यजीत
से तो
आर वी ऑडिबल टू यू नाउ? नो मैम, लेट मी कंटैक्ट हिम अगेन. मैं उनको फिर से बोलती हूँ.
अभी सर ने रीजॉइन किया ही नहीं है.
मैं बोलती हूँ मैम उनको फिर से.
हाँ, उनको बोलो एग्जिट करके रीजॉइन करो. मनदीप आप यहाँ पे स्पेस बना लेना.
यस मैम, यूट्यूब लाइव स्टार्टेड है शायद.
हाँ, यूट्यूब हमारे, और जब सर आएंगे तो फिर उनको उधर डाल. ठीक है. मनदीप स्क्रीनशॉट्स ले लेना.
जी मैम.
स्क्रीनशॉट्स मैंने कहा ले लेना. 100 टच थे
यस मैम,
आज.
यस मैम, यस.
हाँ, अब उन्होंने लेफ्ट किया है. नो, ही इज ज्वाइनिंग अगेन. Ji, yeah, I am audible, but you are not audible. Satya ji, Vibha, yes, Suma, coordinating. Just have. Okay, bhai. Mandeep,
मैम सर ट्राई कर रहे हैं कुछ, बस आई थिंक हेडफोन का ही इशू है. ही इज चेंजिंग. जस्ट स्टूडेंट्स, पार्टिसिपेंट्स, प्लीज be patient.
okay. Can anybody wants to share anything about entrepreneurship? Any idea?
If you have any idea and you want to start your startup, you can just share with us, and we'll help you out.
मनदीप, यूट्यूब में कितने बच्चों ने किया है ज्वाइन? यार अमित पंडो वेट, हाँ अमित अमित बार कर रहे हैं, उनकी रिक्वेस्ट डिनाइड हो रही है। अब वो ज्वाइन करा ले अमित पंडो को।
स्ट्रेंथ कम है, स्ट्रेंथ ज्यादा हो गई है ना, तो फिर एडमिन को
नहीं
प्रॉब्लम हो रही है फिर।
मैम मैं
चल नहीं, अच्छा ऑटोमेटिकली हो रहा है ना। तो जो लोग वेटिंग पे हैं, अगर उसको कोई पता तो उनको बोल दो यूट्यूब में ज्वाइन करने के लिए।
हाँ मैम, स्टूडेंट्स यूट्यूब पे दे आर लिसनिंग, उनका एक्चुअली दिस इज एन असाइनमेंट वर्क एज वेल फर्स्ट वालों को, तो
अच्छा।
उनको अपना एक्टिविटी कंप्लीट करने के लिए यूट्यूब पे दे हैव टू गो एंड लिसन।
सुबह रश्मीत वगैरह को आप कॉल करके बोल दो कि उधर ज्वाइन कर लें, क्योंकि यहाँ वो मेरे को मैसेज कर रहे हैं, मैंने किया तो है मैसेज।
यस मैम, मैं बोल देती हूँ। मनदीप, हमारी स्टार्टअप की कोई वो पीपीटी पड़ी हो तो वो चला दे, अगर है अवेलेबल। Satyajit sir, you are not audible to us.
विवाह,
Yes.
मनदीप एक आइडिया दे सर को कि आप वो फोन से ज्वाइन कर लो और पीपीटी हमारे को शेयर कर दो, और वहां से वो हम पीपीटी यहाँ से करते जाएंगे। ऐसा ठीक है मनदीप, हो सकता है?
यस मैम, वी कैन डू इट।
बोलो विवाह फिर। सर को बोलो अपनी पीपीटी हमारे साथ शेयर करो और फोन से ज्वाइन करो। आई थिंक सर के हेडफोन से प्रॉब्लम। हेलो सतीश,
You can also join from two devices. Like one can be used for audio through phone, and another for the presentation.
ओके मनदीप, आप
That can
ऐसे,
also be done.
हाँ
Yeah.
विभा, जस्ट कन्वे हिम।
मैम मैं कर रही हूँ उनको कनेक्ट, वो
हाँ।
Audio के लिए मोबाइल से join कर लें।
हाँ, I was about to tell him, but he said just give me one another minute so that I can.
ये ज्यादा बेटर रहेगा अगर दो डिवाइसेस से join।
वंश, आपने वो बना लिया है फीडबैक लिंक?
ना मैम अभी नहीं बनाया मैम, वो
हाँ
मनदीप भैया।
बनाओ।
ओके मैम।
मैम बना दिया
हाँ
हुआ है
बनवा दिया, ठीक है ठीक है।
जी मैम।
मनदीप नेक्स्ट टाइम से ध्यान रखो कि स्पीकर्स को पहले ही कांटेक्ट कर पहले ही ज्वाइन करवा कर दे।
मैम बात हो गई थी उनसे, मैंने किया था, कोई इशू नहीं था, ये कुछ उनकी टेक्निकल उनको भी
कोई बात नहीं, कोई बात नहीं। अब वो भी बात
एक्सक्यूज मी मैम, नेटवर्क इशू कभी भी आ सकता है, तो वी कांट बी प्रिपेयर फॉर इट।
ठीक है, तो विवाह होगी बात उनसे?
हाँ मैम, वो फोन से कनेक्ट कर रहे हैं, उनको कर रहे हैं हम इन।
ठीक ठीक है, ठीक है, ठीक।
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, some students having a problem to join. Like they
बेटा
can't be joined.
उनको आप रिक्वेस्ट करो YouTube पे ज्वाइन करो, बिकॉज हमारा 100 का यहाँ पर हो गया है ना।
स्ट्रेंथ काफी ज्यादा हो गई है।
Okay, ma'am.
YouTube पे लाइव करो, वो भी हमारे साथ ही है ना बच्चे।
Okay, ma'am. Thank you,
YouTube
ma'am.
का लिंक दिया हुआ है पोस्टर पे।
Okay, ma'am.
ठीक है, चैट में मैं शेयर कर दूं कि है आपके पास?
No, no,
We
ma'am. I
will
have.
be
I have.
sharing feedback
मैसेज
link
भी
in
कन्वेट था
YouTube
कल
also.
का कि दे कैन जॉइन ऑन YouTube इफ अनेबल टू
फीडबैक लिंक वहां पे भी शेयर होगा आपका। मनदीप YouTube लिंक चैट में शेयर कर दो, बच्चे अपने फ्रेंड्स को शेयर कर देंगे।
वंश सर ऐड हुए?
नहीं मैम, अभी नहीं ऐड हुआ सर।
YouTube पे भी फीडबैक लिंक शेयर होगा, तो दो स्टूडेंट्स आल्सो will fill that form, so don't worry, tell your friends.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay beta.
वंश प्लीज चेक कितूर सत्यजीत करके आईडी है, प्लीज उनको ऐड कीजिए, ही इज वेटिंग इन द लॉबी। वंश आर यू देयर?
यस मैम, अभी नहीं आए मैम सर।
नहीं बच्चे, कितूर सत्यजीत करके हैं, आप चेक कीजिए ध्यान से, ही इज वेटिंग देयर लॉबी।
ओके मैम। मैम कोई नहीं है।
आर यू श्योर?
यस मैम, आई एम
बिकॉज ही इज
श्योर।
सेइंग कि मैं तो वेट कर रहा हूँ, लॉबी फुल है, तो आप मुझे लेट इन नहीं कर रहे।
एक बार और वंश कर चेक कर, किस नाम से है वो भेज दे इसको व्हाट्सएप।
मैम कितूर सत्यजीत। मैम वो एक बार ही फिर से लैपटॉप और अपने फ़ोन से दोनों से कनेक्ट करने की कर रहे हैं ट्राई, तो जस्ट वी वेट फॉर हिम.
Vikram, turn your mic off, please. हेलो
मैम सर ज्वाइन हो गए मैम.
अच्छा, क्या कह रहे हैं? ऑडिबल?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
welcome Satyajit, welcome.
See, the most irony part is today. I just wanted to talk only on audibility, and there is an issue with audibility only. Okay. But you know, you all have to bear with me because I'll be getting a lot of phone calls. Okay, I have joined with my phone. In between, if phone call comes, I need to disconnect those call and continue my talk. So you need to have little patience on that front.
So my student be patient, so don't worry, we'll adjust.
Great.
So please continue, please. Vibha, I think we should start the session.
Yes,
Formally,
ma'am.
we start the
Janvi and
session.
Sunuti, please start the session.
Very good morning, everyone. On behalf of our institution, Startup Cell, I, Janvi Sharma, extend a very warm welcome to the people in this webinar. This webinar is being organized by Startup Cell of Government College of Engineering and Technology, Jammu, in collaboration with Innovation and Entrepreneurship Cell, IDP, SQUAST, Kashmir, J&K, under the banner of Azadi Ka Amrut Mahotsav. Topic: Entrepreneurship and Innovation as Career Options. I would like to thank Dr. Samiru Sharma, Principal G Jammu, for providing immense support to organize this event. I would extend my heartfelt thanks to Dr. Bhavna Sharma, Engineer Sheetal Gandotra, Engineer Sanjeev Gupta, Dr. Vibha Mahajan for their consistent support in organizing such webinars. I would also like to thank Dr. Naveed Bhatt, IDP Squast Kashmir, for assisting in organizing this event. Now, welcome our today's guest speaker, Shri Satyajit Kumar, Director, Mark Agri Genetics, Bangalore, and an entrepreneurship mentor. He's new age entrepreneur and thinker with track of successfully establishing various agribusiness organizations. His vast international and domestic experience in conceptualizing the opportunities into organizations has contributed directly and indirectly in uplifting several entrepreneurs' lives. He comes up with diversified industry experience and credentials to his contributions. He's founder secretary for Entrepreneurs Forum, a platform to provide incubation to new business ideas and conceptualize the same. He is presently on the board of Director Exxon Bioseeds India Private Limited, Additional Director Panchan Ganga Agrotech Pune, Founder and Chief Mentor Mark Agri Genetics Private Limited Mumbai Regional Council PGS India Program Government of India, and Founder President Samukarsh Economic Development Council Karnataka. Now, before we begin, I would request all the participants to keep their mics and cameras off unless being asked. And if you have any query, feel free to post it in the chat box. Now, I request Shri Satyajit Kumar to take over this session. Over to you, sir.
Okay, thank you everybody. In fact, sorry for delay from my end, lot of technical hazard. I don't know I'll be able to share some screen with you, but I'll mail it across to you, your team. As it is, you know, I don't have much PPTs or many jargons, you know, a lot of theoretical stuff. I have very small stories to share with you today, and I'm basically not a trainer or teacher. I'm an entrepreneur, and I have only 5, you know, slides to share. I'll share with your team, but apart from that, as Madam already told, you all have been very patiently waiting for this session, and in spite of some technical hazards, and thank you so much for your patience. And I want you to listen on the matters. In fact, myself and Dr. Naveed, we have shared a lot of platforms together, and I always keep telling Dr. Naveed, you know, what is the best way of human communication is understanding, listening to stories. Okay, we in our childhood, our grandmas, grandpas keeps on telling a lot of stories, and these stories are you know, printed in our minds, and we keep on reminiscing it in time and again, whenever we go through those phases in our lives. So listening to stories is most efficient way of understanding any matter for human beings. So we will try to listen some stories. So thank you everybody. See, my beginning is little negative, okay, and probably you'll try to connect with this negativity at the end of the entire you know, session. The negativity is probably towards the little negative things which dominate our daily lives. How it dominates our daily lives, very much what you call relevant to students. I don't prefer call you as students, because in India we have one constraint. Our constraint is somebody who is into formal education, we call them as a student. Probably you are all young budding entrepreneurs, and everybody is a student, across their lifespan. Probably we change our gurus. Time to time we change our gurus. Initially when we were kids, our father, mothers are gurus, and when we get into formal education, our teachers are our gurus. Start doing, some work, your bosses, your mentors are your gurus. Many people are, when we keep on growing in our life, we tend to change gurus. So you all are young entrepreneurs for me, budding entrepreneurs for me. So friends, what negativity which keeps on hampering us in day-to-day life is, that is, everybody starts, talking about some essential things, like, say, be practical in life. Always you should be very practical, very realistic. Okay, always this word hampers us. Be practical. One more very word hampers us is be logical. We need to be very, very logical every time, and uh, people recognize us more on our logic front. So this world is of full 2 plus 2 equal to 4. So be very logical. Third is, we say this is not our background. Okay, uh, somebody who's from computer science engineering, say he says mechanical is not my background, or vice versa, anything. So this is not my background. Probably these are 2-3 words which are very much hampers in our day-to-day lives. And we are surrounded with this. We are so much, covered with this. Is see, I feel I am management guy, so I'm not good at mechanical engineering, or I'm not good at computer science engineering. This determines entire my future. I start determining my career, shaping it out, my career, by understanding my background. So keep these things, in your mind, and couple of few things, probably in next phase of your life, you'll understand, is, say you come out of college, start doing something, then you will come across something like it's too risky. It's risky, and post your graduation, you start even articulating some words like, I know the answer, I have heard the answer. These are the few terms, phrases we always are hampered with. What we will do is, we will understand how these terms, put a lot of negativity surround us, which will, in fact, hamper our entire thought process. So one part of is this, we will try to connect what we spoke about these terminologies post some time. One more part, we need to just keep in our mind is, like, we need to understand 3 things today, what as per the our session, which says, one is entrepreneurship, innovation, and career, choosing it as a career. Some myths about our career also we will try to understand. Linking on entrepreneurship, innovation, and career, we need to link it upon, and how to connect with all negativity, the negative phrases we have listened so far. So we will try to link these things and try to connect later on how we can really work on these myths about choosing a career or choosing a right entrepreneurship. See, I'm going to tell you a story today. These stories will give you a lot of insights on what practical insights, how as a student we should undergo, as a student how we should understand uh, entrepreneurship, as a student how we should relate to ourselves with the entrepreneurship, and uh, you know uh, get rid of few negative things always surrounded upon. First part is, I'll take you to mid 80s now. I don't know, most of you might not have born in mid 80s. Mid 80s, there was a scenario in India where it was, most of the things about licenses and people who want to do some business have to undergo a lot of formalities, and today it is not that scenario. One part. Second part, uh, this scenario is again which has surrounded with a lot of capital intensive things, because we always entrepreneurs were very dearth of capital, and there were no new age financing, new age venture people, as you have been watching Shark Tanks kind of a things nowadays. Nothing of that sorts were present. What was ongoing thing was only some banks used to finance, some banks used to give funding to entrepreneurs. So there was a very young guy whose name is Sham Bajaj, and he's a engineering graduate like you, very bright engineering graduate who cleared his mechanical engineer and started his journey, uh, to become an entrepreneur. Now his first part was, the first question was where to start, what business to do. It was his first question. And he is not from any background of business, and uh, he never had any, forefathers businesses which he can take upon and otherwise innovate on that his forefathers business. So his first question was what to start. Then once this question starts coming to his mind, he started finding out opportunities everywhere. And these opportunities, in the process of finding opportunities, what happened was, as he was a positive guy, okay, started finding opportunities, he started finding opportunities everywhere. Whatever he sees, he starts finding an opportunity there. Like, for example, if he visits a restaurant, he feels doing a restaurant business is fantastic. Doing restaurant with business is most lucrative. See, say if he travels in a bus, finds it starting a transport business is good. Lot of opportunities there. Is what opportunities he started finalizing. Then one day, it was, this entire process kept on going, and probably it took 2 years of his lifespan. 2 years is a big time, where he sees everywhere an opportunity, and then he could not finalize on any sort, anything. No, you wait, because you cannot, you cannot make a decision. You wait for some right time in your life. Let some right time come into, and in this right time you can definitely freeze out some opportunity and start doing something. Then again, he started waiting for some right time. What he meant for right time is somebody comes, gives him some good, innovative idea, and somebody says, okay, this idea I will finance, and somebody says, I will give you some collateral security or something. Again, a year or so time went off. No right idea, and no right time, and no opportunities. He was frustrated. He said, I am such a bright guy, and I could not even finalize last 3 years a single opportunity, and there is no right time in my life. And what to do? I mean, then he started questioning himself whether I am an entrepreneur, whether, I am from entrepreneurial background. And he kept on asking his friends. Then his friends started telling him, said, "Arey yaar, you don't have any background of being entrepreneur, and you don't have nobody is your mentor. And how can you be an entrepreneur? You go and do some job, and you build your career, because you see a lot of opportunities are there in your, people are, they have become managers, leaders, and drawing handsome salaries. And what is this? Last 3 years, you haven't earned anything. Only, scratching your mind what to do." And this guy got again frustrated. One day, he went one rural village. He was passing in a rural village. He stopped his vehicle, and he saw one unique thing. A few 10 to 15 people were, scratching some mud, okay, in North Karnataka. Some mud in a village. That mud was little whitey sand. Then he just asked them, "What is this?" They said, "This is called, this will take a shape of bleaching earth. This is basically mud." I said, "What it uses? What are it uses?" Is it? "No, we don't know. Some guy buys from us. This mud they will buy, and we will just, what you call, we will dilute it, and send them, give it to him." Then he was a little interested, in such a village, people selling mud. Selling mud can be, how can it be so earning? Then he went to the person, and that person told, "No, this mud is basically used in couple of industries where those industries are, do some oil filtering, and some petrochemical industries also it's used." This guy's got interesting. He said, "It's really interesting." And his curiosity increased, from his small districts, okay, and what people are selling mud, and then he started exploring. Then, span of 6 months, he could explore. Now, friends, understand one small thing here. I've used certain terminologies. These terminologies are like, he got interested, okay? He explored, okay? He was a curious, and he searched, what opportunities are there. Finally, he has understood one basic thing in that industry. This industry was very much capital intensive industry, and he went and searched where this industry really established across India. Some industries are there in Gujarat, some industries are there in Mumbai, some industries are there in Madhya Pradesh. Very scattered plants were there across India. And each and every plant was highly capital intensive. Then he got scared. Oh, I cannot do this business because, people, lots of money is required to start off this capital intensive industry. Then he went and asked somebody. That somebody said, oh, how can you do this? This is like you don't have anything to start these plants. Then again he was stuck. Then he says, I can't do this. Then what happened? He met with a guy connected to that industry, and he said, no, everybody can do this business. He said, how? He said, what is there? You go and meet all these plant owners, say, you are so and so, you have been from this area, and where this raw material is available, and you can provide them this raw material and to that plant owners with some innovation. Then this guy started thinking on what innovation he can do. Then he started as a very, very humble person. He says he went and met all these plant owners across India. He says, I belong to this this mud, wherever it is available, this raw material. And I can do one very simple thing. Generally, the people in the villages, they don't provide you a clean raw material. I can pack in a gunny bag, with a clean gunny bag, and I can do little sorting. I can send you in the same rate or whatever business systems he said. And people started trusting him. Then they gave few orders. Friends, this is the beginning of 100 crores journey. Okay, a guy who is an engineer like you. His story is not some venture capital investors investing. Somebody with a very, very high innovative idea. Some story with a great invention revolutionized human nature or something of that sort, nothing. Very great invention, like with lot of digital or technological interface, nothing. And with the person, we have lot of stalwarts name coming, India Incorporation, lot of people are there who have from a very big background, nothing of that sort. This is a story of a small engineering graduate. He doesn't have the background, what we spoke earlier, people we say we don't have background. The man who didn't have this background. And this is a story of man who is all time to come to him are always a right time. And it is a story of his. He always, he didn't have a capital base, no capital, no right time, no mentors, no bank finance. And he could able to build most efficient business today in a, bleaching earth industry by name Bajaj Earth. You can definitely Google Bajaj.com. He is a very good friend of me, and I always inspired. And Dr. Naveed knows. I mean, I always tell people who are who are known to us, very humble background, who made it very big. And these are the stories which really inspire, and these are the stories which transform our lives, because these are the stories which will give us lot of internal practical insight and try to connect us the dots where as youngsters we miss always. And This guy built a very big 100 crores valued empire. What happened? He started building, started selling, domestically. Then he innovated on the products, started selling the same internationally. Then he has established with a backward integration, making it full-fledged manufacturing industry, with lot of innovation, established 10 to 15 plants in India, a couple of plants outside India also. Then I was discussing him today morning I just said I need to talk to all my young friends, and I just wanted to tell you a story to them. I asked him, you tell one practical thing, one issue which really changed your life. What he has told was, he said, every time, even so far as studio, I will get a situations where I always think I need to, really want to, because of so many obstacles. And only one thing keeps me driving is this spirit of being different, this spirit of being entrepreneur. I enjoy being entrepreneur. And how do I enjoy being entrepreneur is, I love my failure. I was surprised. How could you love your failure? Is that every time I get into some situation which asks me to quit, that is a part of, that is a phase, that is a point of my failure. And I start loving my failure. And I want to be again and again successful. And that successful, being that's part of a successful, that madness towards successful, what in good terms we say, a passion towards successful, will drive me my failure to success again. And that will again start, I again start building on my failure, on my drawbacks. And he always tells one essential thing. He says, India, India is a country with full of entrepreneurs. We are not a people, we say, I'm going to earn for myself my enjoyment and to spend all my money, okay, in my lifetime, and I'm going to die. Not where all have been born brought up. We have been born and brought up to save money. We have been born and brought up to leave some legacy to all our, future generation. We have been born and brought up, to leave a societal, a family-oriented, building a family, giving a mentoring kind of a life, because everybody wants to give to society, to their family. This is what is our basic background. And we are not the people of spending oriented. We are the people of saving oriented. So Indians are basically an entrepreneurs. Today, this entire century is going to be of Indian entrepreneurs. And because we all have that, innovativeness, number one. Number two, one best part of our, inborn strength is, see, innovation is very much, within us. We call this innovation in our local terms, some jugaad we do, and this jugaad is nothing but a great innovation in going to come in future, and probably we need to formalize it and give some shapes to it. So we are the people of innovativeness. Number three, see, India can be a world's biggest exporter. Whatever we can do in India, There is an opportunity in the world. You make from pin to plane everything you can export from India. We are the largest, populated country. We are the country with youngsters with us. We are the country with lot of innovative technical minds like you, and we can definitely do a lot of exports. So friends, to summarize the story, few of learnings we have is, we have, this guy has always kept negativity out of his way. He never thought a right time to come. Okay, he never waited for a right time. That up to the time he waited to come as a right time, then what happened was he never became successful. He never could get a right time. When he thought he kept starting, his time became right. So friends, there is nothing called right time in this world. You do a formal studies, you finish your studies, you start your work. Every time is a right time to start to be an entrepreneur. Number two, don't be a logical. Say, what logic says is, logic always, keeps us in a one circle. Always have that paradigm shift with you. Once you have this paradigm shift, then your logic will become very, very small. And you see so many who thought Swiggy and Zomato can be such a big venture, who thought a problem of getting a taxi will become an industry of a Ola. Okay, this is a truth. You have seen last 4 5 years, who thought staying in a hotel will become a Oyo. I am not talking about only technology driven software industries. I'm talking a very ground reality. These are the practical thought. Today I come from an organic agriculture background. You see lot of small success stories across India. Okay, lot of big brands in a small way. Who thought a farmer can be an entrepreneur today? Today things are changing rapidly. So come out of this logical mind. Number three, see, finding opportunity will come up with one open mind. Okay, never think, okay, you come from some backgrounds. Don't think your backgrounds equal to these are industries. No, your background is equal to anything. What you can do is be open. That's it. Be open in your mindset, so you can definitely 100% find opportunity everywhere. And you bank upon one opportunity. Don't wait for a right time to switch in. Start, you will fail. Start, you will fail. Start, then success will follow you. How success will follow you? Because you will become a profession. You will become a professional in becoming successful. The time you fail, again, you know what are the things to mitigate. Then you will become a successful. Then again you will fail in some point of time. Then again you start thinking how I can be a successful. You mitigate that failure. Again you can be a successful. And lot of what you called examples are there. You must be aware. Very shortly, I'll tell you. You can Google these names. There is one Dr. Vijay Sankeshwar. Okay, he is the owner of VRL Group of Industries. He is India's largest transporter. His background is not a transport business, but he comes from a very, very humble background. This person has built one of the biggest media house. He used to run a transport business and he built a biggest media house. Times of India has acquired his one of the newspaper in Karnataka, and he sold his newspaper, which he has built in with a very, very big effort. Later on, again, he built similar kind of a newspaper, okay, in the same location, bigger than whatever newspaper he has sold it to Times of India, acquired by Times of India. This is called, and he is not what you call as big as the Times Group. He's a small, comparatively different and an entrepreneur with humble background. This determines, the success rate. What I told, the fundamental traits of an entrepreneur, we need to really, really assimilate ourselves and start, building our career. Now, last point, I just wish to, integrate here. See, generally, when we start say about career, we start relate to ourselves jobs, some very high paid jobs, or it might be governmental jobs or private jobs or something. And career, we feel, which will come up with lot of lucrative earnings. There is huge myth about this career. There is nothing called career. As an entrepreneur, you need to build a skill. This skill is called skill of acquiring everything. Today you are a computer science engineer. Lot of examples in Bangalore, many people left computer science engineering and started doing weekend farming. Okay, they started doing farming, they became farmers and became very big. The skill of acquiring is skill of acquiring new skills every time. Always keep on learning new skills, new technologies, being open, new understanding. That will build a career. The career will not be built by one set of a knowledge. So entrepreneurship is also a career with skill of acquiring knowledge and the skill of acquiring lot of new technologies, new way of doing business, understanding people, so many things, understanding human skills also, acquiring human skills also. This is all part of an entrepreneur's uh, journey towards building up a great career. So the integration part of your entrepreneurship, your innovation, and your career is you acquiring skills. Innovation also I have touched. Innovation is very, very ongoing process. Innovation is not a standstill process, and there is a very, very thin margin between innovation and invention. In innovation, you will really work upon how a thing can be done superfine, how thing can be done still better, not perfect, better and better. And this better journey, this better journey because you have been built, you have been involved in that. And once you start doing this better journey, you keep on innovating. And somewhere, probably, you will get inventions also. But innovation is also a most finest journey. If you go through some Japanese entrepreneurial success stories, you will understand Japanese always, practice this Kaizen, and they say continuous improvement is their ongoing process. They don't find innovation is what you call a change agent. It is basically a catalyst in their journey. So the integration part of entrepreneurship, your career, your opportunity, and innovation is you being acquired new skills. Okay, the skill of acquiring skill is a most essential you need to develop. And coming to what best you can do now, what are your tools? In short, See, there are huge tools. First tool is your Google. Understand, you want to be an entrepreneur, be perfect in what to search, what to understand. Today, if you search a good, right thing, you will land up in a right place. See, lot of incubation centers are there for your product area, your service idea. So your incubation centers are a first step for your success. You choose a right incubation center. Lot of new age financing systems are also there. Okay, we had a myth only people will give a venture capital to software industries. Nothing of that sort. You go and say, I'm going to establish a most different hotel in Jammu and Kashmir. Say I want to establish in a hotel or a leisure resort in some organic farm with the agri-tourism. People going to fund you. Lot of agencies are there who will fund industry specific, and you must be all, I think, nowadays watching something like Shark Tank. You know, very small people are coming, and that's that. Lot of new age, lot of online financing methodologies are also there. To equip yourself with technology, you have many online, offline courses, many mentors, many coaches are available who will equip yourself with the technology. Only thing is, you need to make that change in you, and that change is acquiring a new skill change. Once you understand this change, definitely you will be a very successful entrepreneur. Thank you so much. Thanks, everybody.
So, do you have any tips on how can we acquire skills without getting distracted so we can only focus on acquiring those skills?
First thing is, distraction is our mindset. Okay, what I feel today, I am sitting in my home, I am talking to you. If somebody says, you have been spending 2-3 hours, you know, just to share your experience, it is generally a distraction. It says it is not a distraction. It is a learning for me, because one thing I'll recap, I will re-energize many things, many people also. So distraction is a mindset. Don't think you will be distracted with anything. You have a confidence in you. You feel, you watch a TV show, you learn, you are going to make a point out of it. Why will you be distracted? You will never be distracted. Anything else?
Students, any questions? Or any story you can relate to Sir's story?
Or if you have done anything, I know many guys will have a lot of things in mind. If you can briefly share any innovative things with us, that would be great, helpful to everybody. Nothing?
Okay, Vibha, are you there? Hello, Mandeep.
Yes, ma'am. मैं यहीं पर हूँ.
हाँ, okay. I think we should thank Vibha.
हाँ जी, ma'am.
Next step, I think.
हाँ जी, सुनिधि.
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ जी बच्चे प्लीज.
Good afternoon.
Rightly said by Victor Hugo, to give thanks in solitude is enough. Thanksgiving has wings and goes where it must go. Your prayer knows much more about it than you do. Honorable dignitaries, distinguished guests, respected faculty members, and dear participant. On behalf of GCT Jammu, it's my immense pleasure to propose a vote of thanks. I want to express my sincere gratitude to our honorable speaker, Sri Satyajit Kumar, Director, Mark Agri Genetics Bangalore, Entrepreneurship Mentor, who take out time from his busy schedule to grace the event and enlighten all of us. Thank you, sir. A special thanks to Dr. Naveed Bhatt, Innovation and Entrepreneurship Cell, IDP, Squast Kashmir, for their determined support and coordination. I would further extend my hearty thanks to our principal ma'am, Dr. Samiru Sharma, for being our constant motivator. Also, I would like to thank our coordinators, Dr. Bhavna Sharma, Engineer Sheetal Gandotra, Engineer Sanjeev Gupta, and Dr. Vibha Mahajan for organizing such an informative session. They supported us in all the possible manners to organize such a wonderful event. Lastly, my deep sense of thanks and appreciation goes to all the participants who attended this webinar with great enthusiasm and made today's event a great success. Also, I thank my team for their cooperation. Thank you, everybody, once again. Have a great day ahead.
Thank you, Sunidhi, and thank you, team members. Sunidhi, kindly share that link, feedback, and written.
Thank you so much, Satyajit.
I'll be sharing the feedback form and I request everybody to fill it.
Students, kindly fill your feedback form and attendance form so that you can get your attendance for the lecture. And those who will be done with the feedback and attendance form, you are free to leave the session.
Thank you, my coordinators. Thank you, Sheetal. Thank you, Vibha. Thank you, my students team. Thank you, Vansh. It was very well coordinated. Thank you, Mandeep.
Thank you so much. Thank you for all the efforts.
Janvi. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, ma'am.
विभा यूट्यूब में भी मनदीप को बोलना कि वो करे.
हाँ जी मैम, मैं बोल देती हूँ.
ठीक है, वंश यूट्यूब में भी करवा लो बेटा.
Okay, ma'am.
Very well coordinated, Vansh. Proud of you. Proud of you.
Thank you, ma'am.
So much, students. Next activity हमारी planned है 31st को. So be there.
मैम यूट्यूब लाइव पे भी शेयर है फीडबैक एंड अटेंडेंस फॉर्म का लिंक.
ओके, लेकिन वो है पार्टिसिपेंट्स का ध्यान रखना, जिसने भी फीडबैक लिंक बनाया है, ऐसा नहीं हो कि इधर उधर शेयर हो जाए.
हाँ जी, नहीं नहीं मैम, कोई
ठीक है.
ऐसा.
चलो, those who have filled the feedback form, please leave the session. Thank you so much. Have a good day. विभा, वो सत्यजीत का नंबर शेयर करना मेरे साथ.
हाँ जी मैम, मैं करती हूँ.
डॉक्टर नवीद ने ज्वाइन नहीं किया ना?
मैम एक्चुअली ही वाज इन हॉस्पिटल. उनका आज वैक्सीनेशन डे था और अलोंग विद ही वाज नॉट फीलिंग वेल.
ओके ओके, फाइन फाइन. थैंक यू मनदीप फॉर योर टीम वर्क. I request faculty to also fill the feedback form.